Yeah, that's really how I'm feeling right now. Just to work on myself and things like that. Try to better myself as a person, as a dad, all around, human being.
Yeah. Is it the fame? Is it something that you just don't like all the attention? Or
Yeah, I'm starting to shy away from the attention and things like that come with it.
yeah, because like anything you do or say, it's all over the blogs. It's taken the wrong way. It's getting posted.
Yeah.
Like you can't even be yourself at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, it's getting more so lame type of thing.
So it's official now. Finally, the chaos has reached a breaking point. The fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul at the exhibition has been called off, and shut down. And this time, it's not just a rumor. It comes straight from one of Jake's best promotions.
Gervonta, on the other hand, he says something on IG. As soon as he did, everyone thought everything was A-okay. The fight was gonna go on with Jake. But that's not the case. Instead of Gervonta giving his reaction to his canceled exhibition with Jake that he was bragging about, instead he's celebrating the death of Victor Conte. That's as low as you can get. If you was feeling bad for Gervonta, don't feel bad no more. Why would you? Why should you when he is out here celebrating the death of a person who changed his life from bad to good, from worse to better, by doing the right thing?
You can almost hear boxers on Twitter gasp together and say things like, "Wait, that's it. Yes, Tank is no longer walking to the Netflix ring. So if you had tickets, you should start making plans for that backup weekend." MVPs are also said to be thinking about Terrence Bud Crawford, Francis Ngannou, and Anthony Joshua as possible replacements, which makes things even worse. Yes, they are trying to turn Heartbreak into a hit movie quickly because, let's be honest, any of those names taking over would set the internet on fire again.
This is official. I received an email from Jake Paul Promotion, MVP, Most Valuable. They stated the Gervonta fight is officially off. It's canceled. It will not take place. And they're looking for a replacement, which they don't have it yet. See if that's AJ, Andre Ward, Terrence Bud Crawford, or Francis Ngannou. These names make a whole lot of sense.
And right after the fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis was called off, Romero, the human sound effect machine, starts acting like someone took his Wi-Fi. He didn't even wait for the dust to settle. He is out here threatening to slap Jake Paul in the face like it is a team-building activity.
I'll be ready in a week. I'll be ready to slap Jake Paul across the face in a week. Jake Paul gets knocked out cold by me, bruh. Jake Paul won't fight me, bruh. And Tank would have stopped him. Tank would have knocked him out cold. And I'm bigger and I'm stronger than Tank. Tank would have knocked him out cold.
You can tell he's been holding that in since breakfast. Honestly, you have to admire Rayleigh's confidence. The man said he would be ready in a week. He doesn't care that Jake is scared of him or that he's drunk. Hey, the fight was just called off. Ray is also already cutting promos like it's WrestleMania. It's easy to forget that this guy had a dramatic rematch with Ryan Garcia. He is going on and on about open MIC night energy, beef, and sadness.
Jake fight in 2 weeks. No, and then they want to go waste their time with Ryan. Right, bro, Ryan Garcia done wasted 6 months of my life, bro. Because we're over here trying to figure out the a rematch because me and him obviously had a rematch clause, and then he don't want to fight me. And then he wants to go run off and go fight Barrios and waste my time.
But that's Raleigh for you. Unpredictable, rough, and in some ways funny. You can't make this guy do what you want, even when he's mad. You just sit down, eat some popcorn, and watch him cook. And just when you thought Raleigh's outburst was the best part, a man yelled about slapping Jake Paul and called out half of boxing. Boom. Oscar de la Hoya walks in like the teacher who just called off recess. With one swing of the legal bat, the man completely ruined the online fantasy of Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. He said the most dangerous word in boxing after the required defense.
I'll tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business.
When he revealed that Jake is Netflix bound and Ryan is locked with Golden Boy in days, you could almost hear the A leave Twitter. Translation: distinct playgrounds, identical reality that crushes dreams. To be honest, Oscar is correct. You can't simply switch between streaming services as if you're avoiding advertisements. This episode isn't a crossover. There are attorneys lurking around every corner in this multi-million-dollar maze.
Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next.
Oscar wasn't just obstructing transactions. During the interview, he mentioned skipping philosophy classes and said Ryan needs focus, a new trainer, and a stronger mindset. Acting like both a promoter and a mentor, Oscar suggested Ryan might need rest and guidance before another training camp. Despite the controversy, his point stands. Boxing is a business, not a social media fantasy. Whether Ryan's return becomes a big comeback or another viral moment, everyone will be watching.
Loves doing it because I believe that Ryan loves to train. He loves to box. He just needs that to be in that mental state of mind that is gonna be just 1,000%, in line, with boxing and fighting and world champion. That's got to be his mentality. So I believe he has it in him. We're just anxious and waiting for his return, and we'll have something ready for you in the next couple of months.
And then Michael Bisping steps in like the voice of reason at a family barbecue gone awry, just after Oscar de la Hoya put the legal brakes on the Jake Paul versus Tank Davis fantasy. The man was roasting the entire situation while drinking his coffee at an airport, as if he had been anticipating it all week. He described Jake Paul's battle with Francis Ngannou as bloody ridiculous. I couldn't even argue, to be honest. From Francis Ngannou, who could punch through a Tesla door, to Tank Davis, who weighs as much as a motel pillow. Matchmaking isn't like that. That is the action of chaos theory.
Jake Paul might be fighting Francis Ngannou, which is just absolutely bloody ridiculous. If you know the situation, he was supposed to be boxing Gervonta Tank Davis, a man that weighs 133 pounds or 135. Regardless, it's a man that is way, way smaller than Jake Paul. So that is just ridiculous, and I've given my thoughts on that before.
Bisping seems to be thinking, Jake, pick a weight class before the multiverse collapses. He's not angry, just confused like everyone else. It's like watching someone switch from chess to wrestling a bear. Still, his tone shifts from disbelief to respect, admitting he'd honor Jake if he actually takes on a tough opponent like Ngannou, because that's real courage in the ring.
There's no way Jake Paul fights him. If he does, hey listen, I'll be the first one to hold my hand up and say I was wrong. But I just don't think that's going to happen. Nate Diaz, yeah, I do believe that would be a possibility. People are very interested in Jake Paul. He is a phenomenon in that regard.
Even so, it makes you laugh to think of Jake attempting to avoid the sledgehammer while Netflix officials muttered, "This is great for engagement." We all know in our hearts that we would tune in. It's not because of technique or heritage, but rather because it may be the most bizarre crossover event boxing has ever witnessed, watching Jake Paul dance with catastrophe. The kind of battle in which you don't flinch. Not because it's suspenseful, but rather because you're subtly making sure Jake is still breathing after each blow.
I will say Jake Paul is definitely improving over the years. You can see the work that he's putting in, so I do respect that. Nothing but respect for anyone that steps foot in the ring, especially boxing, because it is very dangerous. And if Jake Paul was to do that against Francis Ngannou, that'd be a gamble, and I would have to respect it. Simple as that.
After all the chaos, the Jake Paul saga has turned boxing into its own reality show, with fighters trading words, contracts flying, and Ngannou calmly saying, "I'm good." It's drama and entertainment in one punch. So what's next? Should Jake rebuild the hype or keep swinging? Would you watch Jake versus Ngannou? Or is that too wild? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters for more fight breakdowns.